Hey, I'm Vic.
Yes, sir.
Coming up next, the Spurs taking on the Pelicans. For San Antonio, a tremendous season. The second best record in the Western Conference. They know they're a good team. Pelicans, Spurs, coming up next. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, we've got Brown, Paul Millsap out there with Sabonis. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Dang in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Miller is out there with Johnson. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Now, here's Sabonis. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Westbrook finds Brown. Here's Dang. 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now here's Johnson. Inside. Hibbert, the pass to Anthony. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the thing about Westbrook, everything he does is explosive. I mean, so difficult to contain.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Westbrook. And so Westbrook makes them both. And here are the Spurs. Johnson with it. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Anthony. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Johnson. It's stolen by Dang. And the pass to Millsap. The kick out to Dang. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here's Johnson. McGrady outside. Just 5 to shoot. Miller outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Miller against Dang. Westbrook with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Anthony with the ball for San Antonio. Still without a basket in the game. Miller kicks to Anthony. Over Millsap. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
A shot by Anthony, no good.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Oh, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for them. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Dang against Miller. Pass to McGrady to stop the drought. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Loads it up for Millsap, and Millsap stabs it in.
And one thing about Millsap, he knows his role in this offense. Good shot selection from him on that one.
Miller against Dang, and it's Miller penetrating, and Miller throws it down hard.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for New Orleans. Six on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot, and that one is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Miller, no up.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
And here is Johnson. following Russell Westbrook's three. Stolen by Westbrook. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Pelican substitution. Lamar Odom. Tom Sanders. Brandon Ingram.
Spurs trail by 11. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Man's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Sabonis. Miller dishes to Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Westbrook. He has 7.
San Antonio foul. Trey Mann. First personal foul. Third
and the Pelicans
foul.
with possession here. Back to Westbrook. Outside Ewing. Sanders against McGrady. Back to Ewing. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 5 on the clock. Westbrook. And that one hits back iron.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look ahead every trip down the floor.
Here's McGrady. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Greg, we're in the final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
The Spurs making a switch here. Camby's checked in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Miller. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
It's to Westbrook. Ewing with it. Trying to get open is Odom. It's Ewing that time on the assist by Westbrook.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And the dunk by Sanders.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Anthony. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McGrady kicks to Miller. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Passes it to Ingram. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Man passes to McGrady. They grab their own miss. Camby kicks to Anthony. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Mann. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Connects from three-point range.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this.
San Antonio, let's give it up for you.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Pelicans? San Antonio calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
When we got the Spurs High Squad.
Spurs trail by 10. So for New Orleans right now, Russell Westbrook out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Deng in at the small forward. For three, a shot by McGrady, no good. Pelican shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Millsap shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka gets one up there.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Both free throws good for Millsap. And San Antonio shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. George dishes to McGrady. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. New Orleans leading by 10. Westbrook kicks to Sabonis. Outside Deng. Outside Millsap. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Part of the reason why they haven't turned it over too much. They are playing smart basketball.
Scotty's checked in for Tracy McGrady. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's George, and it's blocked by Deng. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Here's Millsap, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's the pass to Scott. Down low. Here's Man, defended by Sabonis. Pass to Camby. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Camby's got his first basket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
They get it back. Deng passes to Sabonis. Over Camby. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Here's George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Here's Westbrook. The Pelicans get another chance here. Sabonis with the bucket.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Man passes to George. Pass to Sabonis.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. George looking over the floor. He dishes it to Camby, and slam dunk by Camby.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Westbrook passes to Deng. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Sabonis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Sabonis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Johnson against Westbrook. Back to Scott. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's George. Pelicans with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense.
Here's Scott. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Dang against Jordan. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. At the top of the key, Sabonis. The shot misses. And the Spurs going the other way now. Ingram against Ibaka. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans leading by 13.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And Antonio calls timeout. A creator indeed. And the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. Makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Anthony's checked in for Camden. McGrady comes in for Scott, and Miller's subbed in for Paul George. And the Pelicans also making a change. Sanders is checked in.
And working Kevin themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense home.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Patrick Ewing's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 12-4 run. Brown the pass to Ewing. Back to Brown. And the rejection by Ibaka. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
It's stolen by McGrady. Johnson with it. Picked up by Brown. Johnson dishes to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Double team on Ewing. Ingram outside for the 3. And they recover it. Dang. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Anthony kicks to Johnson. Can't hit that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Here's the floater. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Pelicans. Outside Dang. Passes to Ingram. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. It's Ewing that time on the assist from Sanders. Ewing's got his second basket of the game.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here is Johnson. Back to Anthony. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Anthony's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Things were going New Orleans' way from the beginning. They strung together several impressive trips down the floor to open things up with an 8-0 run. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Shaq, what'd you think about what we saw from New Orleans?
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get. We all know scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've got Roy Hibbert. Miller is out there with Johnson. Then it's Anthony, and it's McGrady in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pelicans leading by 9. Dang gets a wide open look. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
McGrady outside. Takes it inside. Outside Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries the long-range jumper. And that's now 10 points for B.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Brown outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson against Westbrook. The pass to Miller. Kicks to Anthony from downtown. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind. But I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Anthony, pass to McGrady. And it's Miller in the corner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Pelicans making a change here. Oden's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. San Antonio making a switch here. Man's checked in. For San Antonio, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
6 to shoot. Here's Miller. Pelicans pull it in. Sabonis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Millsap at the elbow. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And how about Odom facilitating the shooter there, not holding the ball or forcing his own shot.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Anthony for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Anthony's got 12.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is New Orleans. Brown outside. Pass to Odom from deep. And the Pelicans get it back. Yep, that one goes in there. Sabonis has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's McGrady. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Driving inside, and he jams it with authority.
McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Pelicans leading by 9. Outside Westbrook. Outside Sabonis. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Miller. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Brown outside. Odom against Miller. Lock at 6. Takes it from 10. Shot by Odom, no good.
Look like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
McGrady kicks to Hibbert. Passes it to Mann. McGrady up top. Miller outside. Here's the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New Orleans.
And when you think of Odom, a player who does so many things well, a truly unique player, he just brings a ton to the table.
Here's McGrady, and it's sent back by Sabonis. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now here's Anthony. He's covered closely. Tipped away. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. And a change for the Pelicans. Deng's checked in. And there's the pass to McGrady. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Camby, and slam dunk by Camby.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Deng. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Over Miller. Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Van Horn, no good. Spurs trail by 11. Miller with the ball. Sabonis defending from the arc. And it's McGrady that time on the assist from Miller. McGrady's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Pass to Sabonis. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Westbrook. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good-size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Right back after this break. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Keep trusting, all right? First half, the ball's moving. We got to keep the ball moving. We can't go one-on-one individual. We got to keep the ball moving. They can't stop moving the ball, drive it, kick it. We get anything we want.
I think you can tell he wants to see a lot more activity from his team.
Yeah, and he's right. Too much ISO ball. Move it. Let's try to get a great shot, not settling for good.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Paul Millsap. Russell Westbrook out there with Brown. And it's Sabonis in at the center. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Paul George. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Millsap passes to Westbrook. Rebound, San Antonio.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
To the middle. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Westbrook finds Dang. Here's Sabonis. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The first free throw is good.
Trey Mann at the line for 2.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Brown. The shot, no good. Nice D from Scott.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Ibaka, no luck. The Pelicans have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Brown, good.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
This is it to Mann. Back to George. The pass to Mann. Now Scott. Pass to Mann. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Ibaka. Here's Camby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Second team.
The free throw drops for Camby.
At the line for San Antonio.
That one is no good.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
There's Brown with the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Inside, and Ibaka slams it in.
So agile, Ibaka able to quickly come up and set the screen, then quickly rolls into position for the score.
Brown outside. Millsap against Ibaka. Brown, count that one. And that's 11 points for Jaylen Brown.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Westbrook. Ibaka, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise for your Spurs.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mo Cheeks was talking about with his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Westbrook kicks to Brown. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Trailing here by 8. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home.
Remaining San Antonio ball.
To the inside. Ibaka finds Anthony. Pelicans with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 16th rebound on the night.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Johnson. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Westbrook. They get it back. Here's Millsap and the rejection by Ibaka. Miller, the pass to Anthony. Miller outside. And it's blocked by Dang.
2 minutes.
Johnson against Millsap. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Assisted by
Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
McGrady outside. Now Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Miller outside. That shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Brown against Anthony. Pass to Brown. Westbrook with it. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
And I think the contact helps Westbrook. I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
Out to Miller. Takes a 3. Miller with another miss.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
There's Brown with the 3. The rebound by Ibaka. What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
McGrady. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Shooting from New Orleans.
So it gets them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Here's McGrady. Offline with his 3. And the Pelicans with the possession. Leading by 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And the whistle blows is going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Third team foul.
Gets the first and stretches their lead to 8.
Ricky Rubio at the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Off the mark. So New Orleans wins it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. And really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.